Okay, so let's look at the last example for this chapter. Two parallel electrodes X and Y are separated by a distance of 1.8 cm. The electric field between the electrodes is 2.4 Newton per Coulomb. Electrons are emitted with negligible velocity from electrode X. What is the force in the electric field? Calculate the acceleration of the electron in the electric field, the velocity of the electron when it reaches the electrode Y, and the time taken by the electron to travel from electrode X to Y. Okay, so we are given electrodes X and Y. So let's lukis dahulu. So we have two parallel electrodes. And then this one adalah X, this one adalah Y. And the distance between them is 1.8 centimeter. And we are given the electric field, this value. And then here it's stated that electrons are emitted with negligible velocity from electrode X. So electron ni dia keluar daripada electrode X, meaning that here is negative, here will be positive. So electron ni dia akan datang daripada electrode X with negligible velocity. So dia ada velocity but kita akan neglect saja. So apabila kita neglect, we can just assume the velocity adalah sama dengan kosong. And then so what happen, since dia adalah electron, dia akan deflect towards the positive plate, and then dia akan go like this, okay, in a parabolic path. And then akan ada velocity di sini. Okay, so first question, what is the force in the electric field? We want to find the value for the force. Okay, so force sama dengan Q times with E. Q is the charge. Charge here is electron. So charge untuk electron adalah 1.6 exponent negative 19. Okay, this one adalah constant value, so meaning that you need to refer to the list of constant if it is not given in the question. And then value for E is also given here. So you will get the electric force is equal to 3.84 exponent 15 negative 15 Newton. Okay, so next one, calculate the acceleration of the electron in the electric field. Okay, so soalan B, number 1, what is the acceleration? Okay, so acceleration, we know that it is equal to QE divided by the mass. And since we are already given the value for E, so kita boleh terus masukkan, because Q and M is the constant value. So Q is the charge of electron. E is 2.4 exponent 4 divided by the mass of the electron. So you will get the acceleration is equal to 4.22 exponent 15 meter per second squared. Next question. Calculate the velocity of the electron when it reaches the electrode Y. So we want to find what is the velocity here. This velocity. So obviously you need to resolve into X component and Y component in order to find the V. So in order to find the V, we need to find what is Vx and what is Vy. Okay, so Vx adalah sama dengan Ux. From here, U adalah sama dengan kosong, so Vx adalah sama dengan kosong. And then Vy pula, we can find it using the kinematics formula. So kita ada dua formula. First is Vy is equal to Uy minus AT, or we can also use a Vy square equal to Uy minus 2Sy. So remember, Uy adalah sama dengan kosong. Okay, so we can either use this equation or this equation. So for me, this one is the easiest one since we already have A, which is this one, and we have Sy as well, which is this one. So displacement is from the point where the charge enters the region. So initially dia memang dekat electrode X, and then they leave the the electrode the region ngam-ngam dekat bawah di sini. So this will be the value for Sy. And then you just masukkan negative 2A, and then Sy negative 1.8 exponent negative 2. So Vy you will get it is equal to 1.23 exponent 7 meter per second. So V adalah Vx square plus Vy square. Since Vx adalah kosong, so Vy is just 1.23 exponent 7 meter per second. And then last one, calculate the time taken for the electron to travel from the electrode X to Y. Now we want to find what is the value for T. So value for T, we can just use this equation since kita ada sudah Vy. So Vy is equal to negative AT. Vy is 1.23 exponent 7 negative A adalah 4.22 exponent 15, and then T. So T will get 2.93 exponent negative 9 second. Okay, so negative dekat sini you can just ignore because there's no way time would be negative. So you just leave your answer as positive, 2.93 exponent negative 9 second.